Rachel Foley is one of the most unfortunate people that Jill Valentine and Parker Luciani will encounter during the events of the game Resident Evil Revelations. The former partner of FBC operative Raymond Vester, Rachel had been sent with her partner on a shadowy mission to the seemingly abandoned Queen Zenobia ocean liner, a mission that would ultimately result in her death and subsequent rebirth as the same monstrosity that had killed her.
Oh shit, you...
The story of Rachel Foley as we know it begins with her accepting of a top-secret mission by her organization, the FBC or Federal Bioterrorism Commission, at the behest of her supervisor Morgan Lansdale. She and her partner, Raymond Vester, had been seemingly sent on a reconnaissance mission into the heart of the Mediterranean for a ship known as the Queen Zenobia, which, 1 year prior, had been used during an attack on the city of Terra Grigia. For Rachel, the mission was exceedingly unwelcome. She had no desire to put herself in harm's way, but regardless, Lansdale insisted. On the surface, the mission was being broadcast as a follow-up to root out any remnants of Veltro that had been hiding since the Terra Grigia panic. However, beyond that, for Lansdale, it was much more personal. In the weeks leading up to the mission, he'd received a video from the leader of Veltro, Jack Norman, who'd confirmed that he had incriminating evidence that would credibly link the FBC head to the terror attack on the city. Knowing that such a story would absolutely ruin him, Lansdale would send a team to the Queen Zenobia as well as the Queen Dido to eliminate Veltro and hopefully save himself from the truth. Whether Rachel was privy to this information or whether she was just an unknowing pawn, however, is uncertain. But regardless of her level of intel, in 2005 she would find herself aboard the Queen Zenobia, searching for either remnants of the terrorist group or evidence of Lansdale's guilt.
The Queen Zenobia. This thing is lucky to be afloat.
After a preliminary search around the isolated vessel, Rachel and Raymond would decide to split up to cover more ground. She would find a key, allowing her access into the ship's bilge, as well as a UAV that had been used in Veltro's attack to disperse the T-Abyss virus. However, after these initial successes, the dangers she'd been trying to avoid would catch up to her. While searching the medical bay, Rachel would be ambushed by two creatures she'd found skulking around the ship. The pair would jump her before she could react, and after pinning her to the glass, would make a feast of her dripping blood. According to her diary, though, she would survive this attack, falling unconscious after the vicious mauling, only to awaken to the severity of her situation. The beast had taken her eye during the battle, leaving her with a splitting headache and pain racking her body. She would chronicle the quickly occurring events even as her arms split in two and her bones became visible, rapidly realizing that her biggest trepidations for the trip had become her reality. Rachel Foley is one of the more obscure characters that you'll encounter as you make your way through the decadent halls of the Queen Zenobia, a former FBC agent whose role in the organization was settled as soon as you laid eyes on her, capable enough to be sent on a mission that was touted as extremely dangerous, but not capable enough to survive those dangers alone for very long. Rachel would leave little legacy before her ultimate demise, but after death, she would become one of the most menacing foes that this decaying ship has left to offer.
Play with me.